Let it all work out, people. Let it all work out. Arsenal 5, Leeds United 0. That's exactly the result we wanted to see. Gyokeres with 2 goals, Urian Timber with 2 goals, assists as well. And we had Max Dowman playing his heart out when he came on as well. So all in all, great performance for Arsenal in terms of the result. Maybe some things could have been a little bit better, but all in all, honestly, I thought we had a good game. There's some moments where I'd want us to play a bit quicker, try and break the team down a bit more, especially in the first half. I felt that, we were playing a little bit too slow sometimes, but when Noneri did come on, honestly, I think that changed the pace of the game a little bit. And of course, that's when even Saka's got a goal. Obviously, I think Noneri sort of brought the momentum, brought the energy, and we saw Urian Timber play that beautiful ball into him for that second goal. But of course, set pieces again, set piece FC, set piece again, ole ole. Like, yeah, we're cooking. Declan Rice, honestly, what a guy. This guy might be the best free kick or corner taker, rather, set piece king that I've ever seen in my life. When it comes to that corner, left-hand side, honestly, every time we get it, I'm like, yeah, we're going to score. It looks like a penalty. I call them penalties now, honestly. Corners, penalties, it's all kind of the same thing right now, and it's all because of Declan Rice. Once we get that corner on that left-hand side, this is the man that you want to be there. The whip of his delivery, the way he whips a ball in, man, it is absolutely beautiful to see. So yeah, big up Declan Rice as always for what he's been doing for this team. The heart and soul of this team, that kind of player. And yeah, I thought honestly, again, great game. Zubamendi today actually in midfield, I thought honestly, second half as well, he was really impressing me. The challenges he was putting in, driving with the ball, I was actually really impressed with Zubamendi. So again, I think he's going to be another big player for us. Of course, unfortunately, I'll talk about it quickly. We do have some negatives, but I'll wait and see, how this develops over the next few days. Bukayo Saka and Odegaard both picking up injuries. Odegaard's one, to be fair, I think he'll be fine for the next game. But Saka here, I am worried because he's now done his hamstring apparently on the other side. So he's obviously, I can't remember which leg he did the first time, right? Anyway, it's the other hamstring now that he's come off with. So it's a little bit of a concern to see Saka picking up these injuries. So yeah, let's just wait and see what happens with Bukayo Saka on that front, because obviously he's our best player and we don't really want to be missing him. But you know what, honestly, hopefully, I hope obviously it's not a long injury and maybe it's a couple weeks or something like that where we can, get him back a bit quicker. But even when he does return to full fitness, I think it's a case, especially even this season, maybe just manage Saka a little bit more. We've got the more of a squad now. Obviously, Madueke's coming, Eze's coming, all of that. And hopefully maybe even get one more attacker. I think we do need that one more big attacker to come in, whether it's a left winger, another right winger, I don't really know. Left winger, obviously, I think is obviously the preference by far. Just bring in that one more big attacker, and then we can put Saka in a situation for this season where it's more about just recovery, managing his minutes, and then once it does get to the high-level Premier League games and the high-stakes Champions League games, that's when Saka can come back and really, take us to that next level and just push the team even more. Because as I said, he's such a key player. If he keeps on picking up these sort of injuries, obviously he's only 23 years old right now. He's still young, he can still recover, all of that sort of stuff, right? But with someone like Saka, in the end, like if it's a situation where it keeps continuing, obviously this is only very early, and I'm just talking hypothetical situation. He is good enough to move like back one, like move into midfield where Odegaard plays, for example. And maybe that's a position where he doesn't need to be as explosive every single game, but he can just use his footballing ability, his IQ, the strength when he has the ball, all of that sort of stuff that Saka does have about his game. He can just use that maybe from a deeper position where he doesn't have to explode all the time. When you're on the wing, you have so many moments where you just have to have that explosive power. Maybe in the future, Saka will end up just playing in midfield because of these sort of injuries and the way he's played so many games already by the age of 23. So yeah, that's just one for the future, just to see. Obviously, I'm just talking hypothetical in the future with Saka. But listen, key player for us, and hopefully it's not too bad and we get him back soon. Moving on, I want to shout out a few players before we get into the main event of the evening with the big players who I thought obviously were head and shoulders above everyone else today. First of all, Noni Madueke, I know the rating is saying here 6.7. Honestly, I thought he started the game really well, playing on that left-hand side. Obviously, it's not his natural position. He wants to play on the right. But honestly, I thought he did really well, linking up with Calafiori, who again, for me, had a really good game as well. So Calafiori, big player for us, ended up coming off, I think in the 64th minute for Lewis Skelly. And I think that's good as well because he's another high-risk player in terms of an injury. We don't know Calafiori if he can stay fit for a whole season. We're hoping he can. But when he is fit, when he is available, he's an absolutely amazing player to have. So listen, I really hope this season is the season that Calafiori stays fit, because we do need him to be that guy for us, in that position. But yeah, as I said again, Madueke, honestly, I thought he had a good game. And when he went onto the right wing, when Saka obviously had to come off, I thought again he was showing us a few good things. He was driving, getting to the byline. I thought Madueke today actually showed us that he can be a good option, and he's someone we can develop. Again, only 23 years old, very, very young player, a lot of potential as well. Madueke is someone we can develop, and hopefully, we give him that confidence and he can start just playing with that freedom and showing us his ability, not playing with any fear. And I hope that's what we're going to get from Madueke, because obviously, a lot of us, me included, we weren't keen on him coming to Arsenal, but now he's here. And now it's up to him to show us that he belongs here and he is an Arsenal player. And today was a good game, and I think maybe the first step in doing that for Madueke. Outside of that, obviously, customary shout out Gabriel, Saliba, Raya. They're just so reliable. We don't talk about them a lot of the time. Brilliant again, solid, doing everything that you want them to do. So yeah, big up them guys, obviously, at the back, just keeping everything together. But yeah, first of all, let's start off with the main man at right back. Listen, proved last season that he's one of our best players again, Jurrien Timber. And today he's coming up with 2 goals and assist. Just a dominant performance. And, honestly, couldn't happen to a better guy. Jurrien Timber, honestly, brilliant player. You listen to him post-match as well. Comes across really, really well. So, yeah, big up Jurrien Timber. Great performance and definitely the man of the match for today. So, really impressed with him all round. There's a lot of battles happening on the left-hand side, especially with Nonto. Nonto was actually doing a really good job. Sometimes he would have Saka there and Timber, and he'd win the ball back. There was one moment where he won the ball back. I was like, Nonto, fair play. But then Timber's just like, nope, I'm not having it. Gets the ball back from him. So he's one of those guys, when it's 1v1, when he feels like the challenge is on, he's just going to try to eat you alive. And that's what Jurrien Timber does. So fair play to him, man. Massive congratulations for today. And obviously we got Liverpool next. So it's another big test for him at that position. And now the main event of the evening. Moving on to Viktor Gyokeres. This guy here is my striker. I don't want to hear no chat from no one, yeah? All of you guys hating on him. I've got friends messaging me, oh, he's rubbish, he's slow, he's overweight, he's clunky. Listen, shush. 2 games, 2 goals. That's what Viktor Gyokeres is all about, right? And today is the day that he showed us he's a demon. Because when Max Dowman came on, obviously we'll get on to Max Dowman, right? Wherever he is, Max Dowman came on for that, great cameo, brilliant. We'll get on to Max Dowman. Dowman won a penalty, right? And I'm thinking, listen, just give it to the kid. Declan Rice, his mentor, his older brother, basically in the squad, saying, give it to Max, give him the penalty. Gyokeres says, not a chance. That is my penalty. I'm not giving that to anyone. So Viktor Gyokeres, he's got that dog in him. Even that 3rd goal, obviously the 1st goal for him, the 3rd goal for the team, just a bulldozer, pit bull. That's what I call him. When I was watching all of his, videos, and I'm trying to see what Gyokeres is about. Obviously, I only watched him a few times, Champions League, when he played against us. But I'm watching his clips, and I'm just like, this guy is a pit bull. He is a dog. He is exactly what we need up front. And Gyokeres, listen, least touches in the game, right? It says here. But guess what, mate? 2 goals, and that's all I care about. That's what you need from your striker. He gets the chances, bang, bang, right? And all the penalties, listen, just give it to him. Give it to him. He'll put them away. Any chances that he can get, he will put them away. We need to do better as a team to give him those chances. Because even his goal today, we played him in behind quick. He's managed to do basically everything by himself and put it away. So it was a great finish. He did one little quick touch to get inside. And, he managed to hit it into the back of the net with a brilliant reverse finish. So I love to see that from Viktor Gyokeres. But that's my striker. That's my striker. So all you guys hating, shush. Yeah, shush. We're not listening to you. As I said, 2 games, 2 goals. That's what the stats say right now. And we're going to continue like that. We've got the golden boot to win. This is Viktor Gyokeres, and he has arrived. Of course, people, I can't end this video without talking about Eze coming to Arsenal. Eberechi Eze here. And I'll play this quick clip and let's just see what happened before the games even started today. All smiles there from Eberechi Eze. So yeah, it was brilliant to see him coming out, greeting the fans, all of that. Eberechi Eze, welcome to Arsenal Football Club, welcome back home. And I just love how happy he is, and also I'm so happy for him being an Arsenal player. getting this little, you know, meeting with the fans, basically clapping them, sitting there watching a good game, 5-0 to the Arsenal. Of course, I obviously said we got the injuries and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully it's not as bad as it does look. But Eze coming in, man, massive signing. Absolute like goosebumps, basically, man. This moment for the fans, for him, everyone, like brilliant to see. So absolutely buzzing to see him, and hopefully it looks like he'll end up starting probably against Liverpool just because of the situation that we found ourselves in with Odegaard and Saka. You know, looking like they're gonna be out. Maybe Odegaard probably be fit for that game, I think, with his injury. But Eze, I think she will be starting that game. So Eze, big player, number 10. It's brilliant to see. And listen, I think, as I said, I keep saying the job's not finished for Arsenal Football Club in terms of transfers. I think we need one more big attacker. I just think, especially now with the Saka situation, I just feel like I want to take that pressure off Saka to have to come back and, you know, maybe you're not 100% fit and all of that. I need one more player just there that we can just, you know, give the burden to a little bit more, who's able to carry it with Eze, with Madueke now, and of course Viktor Gyokeres up front. So listen, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere for sure. The performances, for me, there's still a lot to improve as well, 100%. Even though obviously today's 5-0, there's a lot of things we still need to improve, you know, going forward. But we're in a good place, and hopefully, you know, the good times roll in soon and we can get our trophies and, you know, the Premier League, Champions League, etc., what we want, and, you know, create a new dynasty at Arsenal Football Club. That's what we need. We need another period where, you know, we're really winning all the big trophies. So we need that to happen again very soon. And this has to be the year that it all starts for me. All in all, guys, honestly, great game. You know, I'm happy with the result, 5-0. And if you look at the table, mate, top of the league. I think Tottenham fans were singing, you know, we're top of the league and all of that. Yeah, mate, always in our shadow. Just hold your position below us as always. But yeah, obviously it's only 2 games in. No one really cares about the table. Anfield next, massive trip. We're going to Liverpool, and that's going to be a firecracker, man. We're going to go away from home, and we're going to be up against it. But we're going to have to be strong. You know, obviously in our big 6 games, we're always very resolute. But I want to get a win at Anfield. You know, normally we come away with a draw. A lot of the times, actually, we take the lead, which is quite funny in these games. And, you know, at Anfield, we take the lead, and then somehow maybe we would lose. They'll come back, or they make it a draw, you know, because of the crowd or something like that. I just want to have a game there where we really control it from start to finish. You know, obviously it'll be a very tough test for us. But I think with the space that they offer maybe in behind, you know, I know Frimpong got injured, so maybe that's going to be less of a thing. But obviously we'll talk about it more when the time comes. But anyway, guys, you know, we'll do that, as I said, next week. But anyway, guys, yeah, as I said, make sure as always, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll be back with you guys next time. So yeah, make sure, tell a friend to tell a friend, all of that good stuff. Take care and peace.